Hello everyone. Well, I think we are live. So, like I said, I would pop live once in a while on YouTube. Well, this week it's twice. Well, I got a big announcement to do, so that's why I'm live today. So, we're going to get started just in a few seconds. We are doing 2-for-1 today. It's the Joseph Coat, and if you've been watching me like for 10 years, you're going to know Joseph Coat. It's an old technique. I think it's my third video when I started doing videos. So you see, it's been way long. I have to look at my cheat sheet here. So my first video was in 2009, in August of 2009. So 11 years I've been doing video. So yeah, it is an old technique. So I'm looking if we get somebody live with us. I'm always wondering, am I live where it say live? Because last week it was not. So if I get anybody there that are live with me, if you want to leave me a comment so then I can see that everything is working, that would be lovely. So I'm going to flip you down, and the big announcement's going to be at the end. And I think that you want, awesome. I see people there. Perfect. So you want to stay to the end. Like I said, I got an awesome announcement. So let me flip you down and around, and we're going to get started. So down and around and down. And it looked like I need maybe that looked pretty good, I think. I think so. So let's get jiggy with it, and we will have some fun. So I'm going to twist this way. I'm going to try to see. So I had pre-done something, so I'm going to back up the bus as we have to back up the bus there. One thing, and I put the supplies in the description, and I know for a fact I did forget the Versamark. And we are using Versamark. That's the main ink today. So I will add that back up. Absolutely, I will. So if you like flashy color, well, today is your lucky day. I got Gorgeous Grapes. I got Coastal Cabana. I got Granny Apple Green. I got Melon Mambo, and I got Daffodil. And it is all in the bright colors. So out of 10 colors in the bright, I am using 5. So if you are new to buying ink, or you know you don't have none in certain category, I want to point you out to a special page first. So this is the color of the ink, page 142 and 143. And I want to point out that the true color, it's at the top. So the color you see below the color, it's like if you keep on stamping, so it would be like 2nd generation, 3rd generation, 4th generation, 5th generation. That's like the ombre color we got there. So I didn't do the Joseph Coat for years. See, sometimes you have to bring the old with the new, right? But what I want to bring you to your attention, it's to the next page, page 144. So on page 144, you can buy the entire collection of each collection. So you get like the bright, the neutral, the regal, and the subtle. So right here at the bottom on page 144, you got the ink pad. So you get 10 ink pad for $67.50. That is 10%. So really, you're getting an ink pad for free. So you can buy it by collection here. So in the bundle, so you get each. So the regular colors, like I said, that's the bright, the regal, the subtle, and the neutral. That is 10 color. And then the in color, it is 5 color, exception of the last year color, that is the 2019-2021. It's only 4 color due to the purple posy. But again, you still get 10% if you buy it in the bundle. You can also buy the bundle of the re-inker and get 10%. Exception, you do not have the choice for the in color, but all the other collection, you do have them there. You can have the collection of the markers, or you can buy the entire markers. But I wanted to bring you to this page because this page, it's a lot of time we forget about it. Also, if sometimes we're not sure, on certain color, you can buy the assortment of the cardstock because you get 4 of each color. Then you got it in your hand and you're going to see the one that you use the most. And then you can buy the full pack then. But this, all here, it's all the assortment bundle and package. So I hope this is going to be very helpful. So now that we got this, the first thing you want to do is, I got a scrappy paper here. I'm going to open all my ink pad, all of them, okay? So I did, okay, this is the purple, so that's the gorgeous. Going to put that there. And you're going to see why, okay, this is the melon mumbo. You're going to see why that I done one in advance. Coastal, let's see. No, that is green. That is coastal. And this has to be yellow, right? Yeah. Okay. So now we got all of our color all lined up here. And it doesn't matter which one you're going to go first or last or so on. The only thing that I'm going to tell that remember when you mix color, like for example, if you mix blue and yellow, you're going to get green. So for this technique, the brighter the color is, the more wow effect you're going to get. Absolutely. I got a piece of Whisper White. This is the thick Whisper White. I find it easier to do this technique on it. If you get the old glossy too, that work great. And also another, glimmer paper work great for this. So you can start with any color, and really you're going to sponge, and that, if you get grandkids, if you're watching the grandkids this summer, a lot of grandma are watching the grandkids during the summer while the kids are not in school. This is something the grandkids can do this part for you. Absolutely, because you just need marbleize this, whatever. So now I use the gorgeous grape, I get the green, I get the melon mumbo. I'm going to add a bit of coastal cabana. And like I said, the brighter the better, okay? So you really want, and then I'm going to add my yellow. Here we go. So every one that you're going to do, trust me, it's going to be very different. You cannot, I don't think this technique, you can repeat it the same. I really, really don't think so. And then you can go and add more. Okay, so that's the Mod Podge that what we got. Absolutely. I got, if I had the old ink pad, I didn't replace my ink pad. The color are still the same. I didn't find the use to replace them. Absolutely. When they're shot, then I will replace them. Because it's new, if I get the same thing, honey, absolutely. They still work great. Okay, I'm just closing all the ink pad. Now, to do this technique, you would have, because even the ink seems dry, if you would stamp right away on it, the embossing powder would get stick all over it. Even if you use the embossing buddy, you can use the heat tool, dry that up. Well, to speed up the process, I got one that I did yesterday. See, look different, but it's still the same color. So I'm going to use this one because it's more dry, because it's so humid here. If you don't have the embossing buddy that we don't sell anymore, I recommend that you use, this is a dryer sheet. So you can take a dryer sheet and rub that on, Okay, or if you get the embossing powder also, embossing buddy I mean. So I just want to rub my dryer sheet. I'm going to take my Versamark, and I am using the stamp set. I know you saw me use this one a lot. I absolutely love this stamp set, and when I did my retreat, that's the stamp set that my attendant received, and I told them, I said, you're going to see me using a lot of it. I just love how this stamp set it's done. So that's the stamp set we are using, possibly tots today. So we're going to go ahead and I like to stamp all at once and then emboss. Talking about that, I need my embossing powder. And I need my clear embossing powder. I almost made a mess here. So you need clear embossing powder. Okay, so I got my clear embossing powder ready to roll. And that I put white, that's for the next one. I'm going to update the supplies list. Is that a new, this one it's old thing. So you can use old one. It's just, both going to work because it's always solution left in that. So when you use a new one, just roll it a little bit softer than harder. The older you are, rub harder, the older, the newer, softer. That's it. Now, I like to start with my biggest image. So I'm going to go ahead, and this is clear, the Versamark, so it's kind of hard to see, but I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to put one there. And if you move it sideways a bit, you see where the shine is. And I have to go kind of quick, because if not, you know, it's going to dry and my powder won't work. Now I'm using the butterfly. You can always emboss them in between, so then you see where you're going, but I'm just going with the flow. If I overlap them a little bit, that would be it. That's it. Okay, I'm going to call that good, and I can add more if I wish to. Now let me bring this. Like I said, it's hard to tell, so I'm putting all that in my tray, and I'm going to ha 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 ha. It looks lovely. Okay, I think that's going to be great. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to remove this out of the way so we don't make a mess. So I'm not blowing all that powder all over our lunch, right? We're having lunch, right? Okay, I'm just removing the dust from the powder. And let's set this. So remember, this one, it's clear embossing powder, okay? And you're going to see how it turns. It gets very shiny. When it's not neat embossed, you still see like the powder white. I'm sure you don't see much in the camera, but you will see in a minute. There we go. It's getting there, my friend. And you want, detail or bow. It doesn't matter. Each stem set is going to have a very different look to this. Okay, we're going to call this good. And now the magic happened. Another thing I didn't list in the supplies, it's the Memento black ink. I bet many of you are going to say, can we use StazOn on this? Absolutely no, because StazOn, what StazOn would do, it would stuck to the embossing. Now this, we wanted that it don't stay on the embossing. So what we're going to do is take our the Memento, and I like to use directly with my ink pad. I don't like to sponge it. I don't like to use the brayer. I like to use directly my ink pad to my paper. I find it that go much quicker. See the magic? Is that pretty or what? Woohoo! Here we go. How about that? Is that lovely or what? Oh my, my. You could use another color, let's say like early espresso, whatever that you prefer. Absolutely, you don't have to use black. So now I'm going to take my inky rag here, and I want to just going to wait a little bit and go where that you get your emboss, and then just polish where you get your embossing. So if you add some ink on the surface, see how much brighter it gets? You get the ink. That's why if you use StazOn, well, it will not wipe, right? Okay, I see two places that need some love right here. So what I'm going to do is, and some place could be a little bit of dust from the embossing powder, you know, that stayed there a bit. Here we go. How about that? Is that striking or what? Okay, so now for the greeting, we're going to be, let me bring white. You know what? I'm bringing Granny Apple Green. I thought to emboss it with white, but no. I'm going to use my Granny Apple Green. I'm going to use the new lovely label Pick-a-Punch. And I'm going to stamp Friend Like You Mean More every year. I just love that greeting. So I'm going to be using this one. Let's stamp that with black. In this bunch you need strip of ½ inch, 3/4 or 1. I'm not sure the size that I need, so I'm going to come right here. Et voila. Now let's bring our paper trimmer here. I got, you know, that powder sometimes gets stuck on your desk. It's like when you rub your hand, it's like, no! Okay, let's see which size we're going to do. 3/4 would do, I think. Let's see. It's going to be tight, but that's what I want. 1 inch is going to be too big, going to take too much of my design. Very tight, but, and then I'm going to go, because I need about 1/4 more over there, so I'm going to go at 3 1/4. 3 1/4 by 3/4 inch wide that I did. I'm going to use the one with, I call that the scallop one. So when you put that in, so this is the ½ inch, or the 3/4 inch, I'm sorry, 3/4 inch, right? The 3/4, you want to turn in the back. Always look in the back, because sometimes you think you're straight and you're cockeyed a bit. So you want to turn it in the back, make sure that you're straight, and punch this out. Et voila. So now we got this done. I'm going to bring some of, we're going to bring two color. I'm going to bring the Granny Apple Green, because I was not sure which color I would do with this. See how striking this is going to be? And I'm going to bring Melon Mambo. Oh, yeah. Can it be more flashy? It could be. Okay, so 4¼ by 11. 4¼ by 11. That's what it is. And we're going to score at 5½. And then this is going to be 4. Oh, no, 5¼ first. 5¼ by 4. And then I'm going to do for the other. I got another one, the faux one, too. So let me, okay, let's see what we're going to do. I'm going to need a insert for the inside. I'm glad you guys like this. Awesome. So you see here I could have another leaf and there too. So you get the jig of it, right? And so we're going to attach this to, our granny apple green. Like so. And then we're going to attach this to, to our melon mambo. And then, see, it's going to twist it all up. So now I'm looking, I need like a pearl or I don't have a flashy ribbon, really. I've got, I don't have Melon Mambo, but I got this. This is the new magenta. Let's try this here. Maybe that's going to work. Let's see this. You know what? That's close enough, my friend. That's what I'm using. So I just did a single knot here. And I'm going to cut this diagonal and cut this diagonal. And that's what we're going to be using. And I'm going to, this one here, I'm going to raise this up with dimensional. So I'm going to put 2 dimensional back there. I absolutely love the new tape. I was live, when was it, Wednesday or Tuesday this week? I think Tuesday I was live on YouTube. So you want to watch the replay. I absolutely love it, love it, love it. Did I say love it? It's awesome. It is friendly to use. Yes, it's a learning curve, and the main learning curve, it's because we're used to hold it straight up. You want to hold it flat, really flat. It's amazing. So see, so what I would do inside, so inside, we're gonna do something else. I'm gonna bring my granny apple green. I'm going to bring my melon mambo. And I'm going to bring my coastal, should have been there. I'm going to bring my yellow. That's daffodil. You always want to use a scrappy paper. And, ooh, this one looked dry. 1 minute. I think I need a new one. Okay, let's use the coastal. Okay, because, you know, I talk, and even if I wouldn't talk, you want to moist it. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, I'm going to huff on it. Voila! See, the yellow I said was dry, but you know what? I can maybe just, you know what? That don't suit me. So what I'm gonna do is just washy, and then bring my granny apple. We're just gonna do it in 2 colors because I didn't like the strip that was missing. So I'm gonna do it in the green. That's the granny apple. And so the same color than our days. And then melon mambo. And when you stamp with your markers, you use the brush side to ink your stamp. So you just ink. And the reason why I say off on it, it's because by the time you're done, especially a big stamp, by the time you're done at the bottom, you're kind of, the top kind of dry. You're always going to wipe your marker with the second color you use, so it's not mixed, off. And voila! Ooh, that for somebody who don't like bright color, I sure do love this. Now we're going to put this inside. And I'm going to put that right here. Okay, so that's the old-fashioned, whatever it's called, Joseph Coat, okay? Now, I did it in the past, and I think I just say color with emboss, eat emboss with blends, but really it's going to look like the Joseph Coat. Don't you love this? Does it look like, I don't know if you guys had kids and, it was coming maybe at the dollar store. No, it was not a dollar store back then. I don't know. It was, you had kind of it was kind of waxy, and you had a pointy, like a pen, and you could write on it or scratch, and you had all those colors. That's what it reminded me of. Absolutely. Is that gorgeous? Okay, so now this one, I started on basic black. Remember, this year was white. If you forgot, this was white cardstock. This one we started on basic black. This one we need to emboss with white. So this is all embossed with white. So I stamped the same way with Versamark, and then I used the white embossing powder, and I emboss everything. Now I listed a bunch of whatchamacallit, let me take blends. So again, the brighter the better. So you're going to take your brush of the blend, excuse me, and you're going to color on the white. Even if you go off a bit, it is black. So that's what it's nice about this technique. If you use dark cardstock like basic black, and even if you use Night of Navy, I think if you would, color on the Night of Navy with a flash color, I think you would have some of that coloration. So really this worked the best, I would think, on basic black. Absolutely. So I just did one coat. So that's why I started, because I didn't feel you guys had to watch me everything. And then let's do the butterfly here. I'm going to use the mango. This you don't want, no, I want dark, brighter than that. Let's use the new magenta. The new magenta. Okay, this is the dark one. So I'm going to color, see how bright that is, very vibrant, very much so. The brighter, the better it is for this. And then I'm going to go with the light. So the beauty of this, even if you go out a little bit, it's okay. I'm going to leave those polka dot empty because I'm going to come with the green with that. So my butterfly is going to have a few color tone. Oh, you know what? We're going to use purple. That's Gorgeous Grapes, right? I mean, Rich Raspberry. No, see, you want to try different colors. The yellow and the green and the magenta are the best. So now, after it dries, you can come back and add a little bit darker if you want. If you keep on coloring while it's still wet, it's just smear, really. And you barely touch it. I don't know if you really cannot see how the pressure that I put on my paper, but I barely touch where it's embossed. Et voila. So that would be the faux embossing, the faux Joseph Coat. See? So now I'm going to do, I'm still going to do the green in the back here. Oh, this is the same size. So you know what? Let me do another layer. So I'm just going to add a little layer on that. So I'm going to go at 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. And this time we're going to stamp the same greeting. So let me put that here. So remember, it's just a little tiny border on this one. And oh, what I done with this one also, I used from the Forever Fern, I used the little dots in there. Well, I thought I had them out, maybe not. Oh, I put them back away. Okay. And I use my Whisper White ink, and I just a little bit. And as it dries, yes, it's going to be a little bit lighter. Okay, so that's what I done for those little dots. I don't know how much you can see, but that's how I did the white dots in the back. Now let's bring, let's try magenta. Instead of the Melon Mambo, we're going to do the magenta for this one. So let me bring a sheet of that. And then I need magenta. I need a scrappy for this. Oops. Okay, let's stamp this again with memento, black memento, and you want to keep some space over here so we can punch that. Sorry for my head. We're gonna, voila. And then let's cut that. It was at 3/4 inch, if I remember correctly. 3/4 inch, boom. And it was 3 1/4. Dang, I'm pretty good. Remember those measurements. Gonna give myself a pat in the back. Okay, let's. Okay, this was 3/4 by 3 1/4. Now let's bring the green one. That it's Granny Apple Green. Is that? I think that's just right. So for the next layer, we're going to do 1 inch. So we're going to do 2 layers on this one. 1 inch by 3 1/2. So you just increase a 1/4 inch to have a perfect framing with this label. So now I'm going to do the 1 inch. We're going to do what I call the flat one. Again, you're going to put that in, and always, yes, flip boom bang in the back. Make sure it's straight. I'm going to stamp that, and then, punch that. We're going to put the 3/4 here. And you're going to see, well, it's got track. It's easy to get off track without even noticing it. See there, I was not straight at all. Et voila. Oh, dang it, the wrong way. Well, that's okay. So I'm going to do the other side too. Okay, I'm going to put that there. You want to flip it upside down for the second one. Okay. And then I was not planning to do both ends, but it got done this way, right? Come here. Okay. Now, we're going to put that together, and what I'm going to do, because see, when this happens, see, I'm rolling nothing. You just push it up till the glue is on your finger, and then boom. It is amazing. Did I say amazing? I absolutely love it. Okay, we're going to put that there. That's going to be put there. Let's do our... and we need an insert. And a lot of time I can, no, you know what, this time I'm going to wash it. You already saw me mixing the color. I'm just going to use my Granny Apple Green ink, the ink pad. Let's remove this Granny Apple. And voila. This time it's going to be in the bottom. Bottom. Here it is. Right in front of me. If it would have been a bear, it would have bite me. And we're going to put this right. Oh, I got bottom. This one. Bottom. Just to show you the difference, you know. Okay. Like this. We're going to put that here. Okay, we're going to add a little, we're going to crank it up a notch for this one, okay? So stay tuned. We're going to crank it up a notch with some embellishment. So I'm going to put my dimensional in the back of this. And I'm going to put that right here. Let me look for what I'm thinking of. So, we got the embellishment from, this is the enamel dots. In color, I'm going to get the magenta. I get the little white dots, but I thought a little bit of magenta on this would be great. And, oh, this one came off. Some of them, oh, this one too, my goodness. Okay. Here we go. You want to make sure to peel it up from the side. And I think some yellow on this would be lovely also. So I'm going to add one. The yellow, it's Bumblebee. Come back here. And go from the side. Okay. 3, 6, I need one more. And I'm going to do another yellow. Et voila. How about that? I think that turned out very, very lovely. So this is what I call the faux, okay? Because really it's not the Joseph Coat, but it's kind of the Joseph Coat. So this one, it started on black. So we start this on basic black cardstock. This one, even if it looks black, this here, that is the Joseph Coat that it started on Whisper White. How about that? I think that turned out very, very lovely. It's very cheerful and so on. So now, let me flip you and make my announcement I said I'm going to make. So I bet some of you thinking, oh my gosh, she's making a big announcement. Is she pregnant? Heck no! No, 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 no. No, I'm not pregnant. The big announcement is if you go at FrenchieStamps.com, right at the top where it says shop, you can click on that. It's going to drop a box, and there my used stamp sale. It's open to all. It's going to come in my blog post tomorrow, but I said I'm going to go live today and let you all know that it's turned on. Anybody can go shopping on my used stamp. Let me tell you, a lot more got sold, because the first week I opened it up strictly for the one that did business with me during the month of June. But now it's open to you all. So if you love a big, sweet deal, just go check that out. And also, I did yesterday on YouTube, Facebook, I did this lovely card, beautiful. I upload that on YouTube too. I don't upload everything that I do on Facebook to YouTube. Once in a while I pick, and that one was, I wanted absolutely to share with you all. So that is it for today. I hope you're having a lovely weekend. Be safe. And again, if you need any Stampin' Up product, I would appreciate your business. To go shopping, go at FrenchieStamps.com. Thank you and have a lovely day. Bye-bye for now.